But yeah, digital licenses that can be revoked at any time. Like, yeah, that would be cool if, like, that's what Game Pass should be. Like, where I'm paying a subscription service, and as long as the game's on the service, I can play it. And then eventually they go away. Like, hey, this game's not on here anymore. You can't play it anymore. I'm like, cool, that's fine. I don't pay full price. I didn't pay full price for it. But if I pay $80 for a thing, I should own the thing. I bought the thing. Give me the thing. And even physical games
$80
now
for something that has single player. It happens to run on a server, and then in 6 months they shut it down, and then you can't play the game anymore.
Give me my thing.
It's not okay.
I was on the Bethesda store yesterday because I was looking for the NCR flag. My NCR flag's all ripped up because it's been hanging from my flagpole for a million years, and I keep my NCR flag flying out here in New Zealand. People are like, what the fuck is that? Because I lived in California for a long time, and I'm a dork. And I was like looking for it, and I saw they have the Doom anthology there with it comes with the little BFG light up and a steelbook. I was like, oh, that looks sick. So it comes with like CDs for all the games. And I read the fine print. It was like, steelbook contains a digital card to download the games, Bethesda or account necessary. I was like, because like I was about to buy it. I was about to be like, steelbook with the games and a little light up BFG. Hell yeah, $60. It was on sale. I was like, let's go. And then I read the fine print and I was like, let's not. I was like, what's in the case?
Let's not go.
Hopes and dreams. What's in the box? Hopes and dreams.
Yeah, literally. Like, what is this? It's like that Baki fucking clip where Yujiro's making food out of air. With
the facing each other.
It's like I bought, my fiance bought me the Doomslayer collection, which I already had all of them because of the BFG edition, and the only game that comes in this is Doom 2016. Everything else is all digital. So like, it's not even on the disc. It's all a code.
Sign of the times.
Especially the old Doom games, man. They take up, like, you can put them on floppies. Like, what's the put them on a USB? It's like, so like we're doing physicals, and stuff. We're getting to that now. We did the limited runs got their problems. So we did the Rise of the Triad lunchboxes. And those, those shipped. You should have them by now if you've ordered one. They came a few weeks ago to most people, and that had the game on a USB. Like, that's not that fucking hard, and then a bunch of others, and the soundtrack came on 2 CDs. Wowie! Like, how, like, it's not that hard. It's not super expensive either. So I mean, maybe now with tariffs, I don't know how like manufacturing is going to be. I'll have to build our. We're
gonna have to fight hard for physical copy stuff, just for physical stuff in general.
It was already really niche, man. That's why you had these companies like Limited Run and Lost in Cult and stuff like that doing stuff, and like they're probably going to get hit super hard because their margins were already like razor thin on that stuff. They were using Chinese factory stuff.
Some of them do a little bit of like their own game development and publishing, I think, to just kind of like help with recouping
but, like,
costs.
The physical
but
stuff,
it's not
like
enough.
It's like because you can get they use Chinese factories to get stuff made, and like it's the quality differs depending on who you work with over there. And I've known companies that have their own factory in China. Like, you spin one up, China's very big and there's a lot of people there. So I think we'll see what happens. Like, it ain't my business, but we'll see how it goes. But like, we're starting to like try to do our own physicals, and like, because we want to make trapezoid boxes, like IDOS used to do for Gloomwood, and like we're doing a Dusk physical, we're with soap, and
I would buy one of those.
Everything we put on the New Blood store, like the merch stores, and we sell a lot of merch now, is like shit that we want ourselves. It's not like we hate money, which is like, it's not like we're just making shit like, oh, this will sell a ton. It's like all the stuff that we make is shit that I have in my house. Like, like this little fucking guy. So to answer, sorry, my dog was gonna eat Gabriel. So to answer your question, it sucks. Like, when you buy a thing, you should own the thing. The end.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree.
So rapid fire round. What was it? 5 minutes, 5 questions. So number 1. Have you ever seen a movie that you thought was better than the book?
Yeah, Clockwork Orange.
Now I gotta read that book. Thanks for that.
What's your opinion on social media?
Sucks.
Fair enough.
It's a necessary evil if you run a business.
Yeah.
What's your story about breaking the law?
I plead the fifth.
Statute of limitations isn't up
breaking
yet.
the law. The last time I spoke to the priest, he played it.
Yeah. Well. When you want to escape from everyone, where do you go?
My couch, my garage. How about that?
Plop right back in the place.
Garage
Yeah,
getaway.
yeah, another feeling.
Why does everyone hate Dwayne Johnson in the WWE now? What a question.
I didn't hear that. I didn't. You cut out.
I said, why does everyone hate Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, in the
Because
WWE now?
he's a jabroni. He's a politicking corporate jabroni. Final boss, my ass.
Hell yeah.
Remember when he made stuff that was
Yeah, he's no Big John.
and he just didn't anymore?
He's no Big John. He's no Big Match John Cena.
That's true.
Oh my god. Yeah. I had
God
to
gave us
throw
Dave
in a
Bautista.
wrestling related question. So,
I'm going to
'cause I kn-
WrestleMania in 2 weeks. I'm going to Vegas in 2 weeks. I will
seriously?
be at WrestleMania in
Oh
like
my
the
God.
200 section. I'm going Holschult, my buddy Aaron, the other co-founder New Blood, and
Yeah.
Christian. The 4 New Blood boys. We're going to
Andrew-
Mania.
Nice.
Andrew's another person I want on this podcast as well because we
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to.
he's
We
super
were
busy
talking-
all the fucking time.
I can imagine, yeah. He should have got Doom the Dark Ages, by the way. I believe that in the
He
core of my
was
soul.
I mean, I'm sure he could. I mean, he can't really say much about that, but the long and
Of
the
course.
short of it is the timing didn't work out. Obviously,
Ah,
they,
pity.
they wanted him to, but he was
Yeah.
busy working on the Iron Lung movie.
Yeah.
So he didn't. It just the timing he didn't have time. Plus, like the pressure and everything. Like, so when he did Ancient Gods, like everybody, he got an equal amount of this is sick, you're the best, you're the man, and a bunch of like, oh, you're not Mick Gordon, kill yourself, So like the pressure to do a whole
Bless
new
you.
game was like it's almost like yeah, you want to be the guy, but like nobody wants that shit. Like it's impossible shoes to fill. Like obviously he would have done a killer job, and I'm sure he would have nailed it. But I mean, from the long and the short of it is just the timing didn't line
Yeah.
up for him to be able to.
Hopefully
do it.
he can come back and do some more DLC then, and at least be a part of the project in that way.
He's basically he basically works it in at this point. He's there like all the time. He's close buddies with Marty and Hugo, and he did obviously they made IDKFA official and stuff. So like I would not be surprised to see Andrew doing more Doom stuff in the future. But yeah, Dark Ages, it all looks really sick, and I assume at some point you'll ask me about Dark Ages. How about that soundtrack?
Honestly, I thought
Man.
I pretty much I really thought that he was going to return into the Dark Ages. Like just after the impact he made on the DLC, I was like, no, it's quite foregone conclusion. But
No, they
is
definitely
very
wanted
Yeah.
to, but and if he comes on, he'll tell you just like the timing didn't line up. We were like, and I actually know it was
Legend.
a bunch of people. They were like, we could use, blah blah blah. And I think what happened is Microsoft just came in, and we're like, listen, we've got this studio that we use to do most of our games. We're sure they'll do like a fine job. And it's fine. It's like, they're real people playing real instruments, but honestly, it kind of sounds like they fed a bunch of mixed shit into fucking AI, and like it's like, hey, here we go. It's like, we fed a bunch
acceptable.
of the Doom music into a thing, and like I don't want to talk.
I'm pretty
shit because
excited
they're
for
Yeah.
the Dark
Yeah.
Ages, but I'm actually a
Yeah.
bit more excited for Painkiller, if I'm going to be honest.
It looks okay.
That was a surprise.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been co-op. Should have been single player, in my opinion.
Yeah, when I saw
Yeah,
that,
I mean,
was
it is single player though. I mean, it is single
No.
player. But it's
Well,
also
it's-
co-op. But it is.
Yeah, I
single
think it's like co-op with like bots that you can.
Yeah, I think
single player
there
with
are
bots to help you. I was like, I just want to play
bot
regular.
companions.
shit.
Yeah.